Alright, first thing I do is my before, during, and after procedures. I would identify myself to the patient, get his name, date of birth, look at his wristband at the same time, perform hand hygiene, put on gloves before I touch the patient, make sure I'm handling standard precautions, raise the bed to my level, and make sure the curtain's pulled. I do everything. And then we're going to go to our IV pump. I already checked it, made sure that there's no frayed cords or anything, made sure it works and it's plugged in appropriately, it's already attached to the pole. We're going to go to the primary bag, and on this there would be blue cap on this already. There is not on this one. And what you do is you take the blue cap off, throw it away, and you'd spike it. When you spike it, make sure that your needle is in the middle and doesn't touch the side. Sorry, the bag's slippery. Make sure it's on appropriately. All right. Make sure that everything is clamped right now before you turn it upside down on the pole. Because if you have it open, you're gonna have a hot mess everywhere. So everything's closed. Gonna hang it on the pole. Bring it a little closer. Make sure everything's still clamped. All right, everything is still clamped. And now we're going to get the air out. So we have to unclamp it one at a time. Alright, make sure I've got something in the chamber at least halfway to 3/4, or according to agency policy. Make sure you get all the air out. Alright. Double check the tubing. Alright, there's no air in the tubing, so we're good there. So now I'm going to turn my pump on. It is a new patient. Click OK. Click OK. Okay, again, we're doing the primary bag, so click primary bag. And you're going to put how many, you're going to do the mode first, which is milliliters per hour, so we click OK. Gonna click the rate that we're going to put it in, and we are putting it in at 89 milliliters per hour, which is the doctor's order. Before you do this, you would verify the doctor's order. You'd calculate it if it needs calculated, and then you'd recheck it again before you ever start doing this to make sure it's still correct. We did all that already. So I'm going to put 9, click OK. How much is in the bag, which is 1,000. You can't put that much in, so you put 999. Click OK. I'm gonna stick this in. Make sure the key actually stays in instead of pop out like it did. You're gonna press it into all 4 areas until you get 4 green check marks. Then you're gonna close the door, pop the key out. You're gonna take your alcohol swab, swab the port before you hook it on. And then you are going to press start, and it's going to run. That is the primary. Now, if we were doing the secondary, it's going to be close to the same thing. With this one first, there is a blue stopper on this, but there's going to be most likely a powder in this. Sometimes there's a liquid. You want to, I can't do it because there's no tab, but you're going to want to try to put it in there. Well, I did anyways. You're going to want to shake it or roll it depending on manufacturer's order and doctor's orders. And then you're going to squeeze it all back in here, squeezing the bag to get it all back in, which it won't do because there is no blue tab. After that's done, you're going to take the blue tab off, and then you're going to spike it, making sure you don't touch the edges again with it. So once that's all spiked, we are going to go ahead and we are going to hang it up there. So this one has to hang higher. So we're going to have this one hang higher, and we're going to take our primary bag, and this should come in the kit as well for secondary, and we're going to have it hang lower, so that way when we hook it up to the port, again, take an alcohol swab, swab it. So now that it's already up there, all you got to do is take this back down so you know which place goes where. Unclamp it, and it should backflow. There we go. Get all those air bubbles out, which we did. And we have it about halfway, which is awesome. And you hang it back out. So we are once again going to go. I'm just going to shut it down because it's easier that way. We're going to turn it back on. It would still be running. We're just going to add that we put in secondary now. So when it turns back on, we are going to, instead of primary, click the arrow down, click secondary. So we are still doing the milliliters per hour. So you click OK. The rate we're going to do for this one is going to be 70, because that's what the doctor ordered. And again, you're going to calculate it if it needs calculated. You're going to verify the doctor's order, and then you're going to recalculate it before you start it. So you're going to put 70 in. Click OK. And how many milliliters is in here? It's 150 to start with. So you're going to put 150. And you're going to click OK. And then you're going to click run. And it's going to run through.
What's your equation?
And for when you have to calculate it, you're going to do the dose over the hour. So it's milliliter divided by the hour. And that's how you calculate it.
Ta-da!